opening up them curtains. All right, guys, VINTENDO here. I'm so excited about this. We've been working on this for months. A lot of you guys, have, if you're lucky enough, have been in there and seen different builds. We've been releasing little tidbits all over Twitter and cryptic messages and everything, and it comes down to this very moment, guys. We are about to premiere the trailer for the ManChild Show virtual reality. It's going to be the first ever late-night talk show based inside of virtual reality for adults. It's gonna be a PG-13 version of this. So we want you guys to check this out and get the exclusive right here for the ManChild Show VR. Here it goes, guys. We hope you like this. In a world full of nothing but podcasts comes a show with a little ginch.
He touched my breast!
ManChild Show. Exclusive news before it even happens. We're there when no one else cares. The ManChild Show.
Tonight, take all your albums, all your tapes, and all your CDs and burn them. Because you know what? The musicians who made all that great music that's enhanced your lives throughout the year, real fucking high on drugs.
And now, another ManChild Show exclusive. Hey guys, VINTENDO here. All right, guys, coming back at you. There was the premiere for the virtual reality show coming out next Sunday. This is going to be an experience unlike anything else. It's going to be episode 1. We're premiering it with Nags21 and Gunther from Gunther's Universe. For all my VR peeps that are watching, we're just as excited as you guys are because I'm fans of these guys. And not just only fans, I'm friends with them. And I'm very excited to share with them what we've been working on. It's really going to be something else. And speaking of something else, I actually have a special guest here right now, Godfrey Meyer. You guys might know him from the VR community as GM3. Some of you guys from the ManChild Show might recognize him as the music that you hear on Tendo Takes Over Tuesdays on Bedroom Radio. G has probably been one of the coolest people I've met in my VR chat experience in virtual reality. And he's here right now. G, how's it going, buddy?
How's it going? How's it going, man? How you doing? Thanks for having me, man.
Of course,
long
man.
Time. I'm glad to be here with you guys. Much love, everybody.
Thank you. Likewise. And, for the people at home that are getting new to this whole virtual reality thing and they're just coming on board with it and stuff, GM3 is his handle that he uses inside of a program called VR Chat, which lately has, literally experienced a phenomenon. This thing is blowing up. When I first started going on there, probably 6 or 7 months ago when I met G, there was 500 people? Would you say that?
Yeah, man, maybe even less, man. Probably on average about 80 people online, maybe 500 devs in there, yeah. And then, over time it just got crazy. It blew up. In the last 2 weeks alone, I think it doubled and tripled its user base. They had 20,000 users or something on it at one time.
Wow.
It's really seen a boom, man. And yeah, isn't it crazy to see it at firsthand, be a part of it and then kind of witness something like that happen? It's been really crazy.
It's kind of funny for me because, from having a history in development and doing different sorts of graphics and whatnot, for me, it really turned into the fact that it sparked this creative bug in me and I wanted to get back into it. The last time that I ever did any kind of development work was in 2005 for Unreal Tournament. I did a little bit of Source Engine video game making, but this blows my mind. Derek, this shit is literally everything that you see is custom created. You do not see more than the same thing twice. Everybody that's in there literally creates their own avatars, creates their own worlds. And for people that haven't tried virtual reality, this sounds silly. It sounds like we're talking about some kind of imagination that has run away from us. But the real deal is your imagination is what fuels this virtual reality. And GM3 is the man who created a sophisticated camera system, literally mimicking one-to-one what you do in a sound studio. It would require you to have millions of dollars to make a sound studio, the green screen, multiple cameras. This guy built it all in virtual reality. Alex, he made remote controls with buttons that change camera angles. Everything that you have in front of you right there in the computer world, he literally made it in virtual reality.
Well, see, I told you I signed up for the VR chat thing, and I downloaded fucking what's it called, Steam.
Yep.
And I went into what I thought was a podcast world, and it was just somebody's shitty fucking podcast. They had a good room set up, but
he made that.
Oh, he did.
He made that. Yep.
Well, no, the room looked fucking fantastic, but there was just a bunch of fucking D-bags in there.
Oh, you gotta make a private. You gotta make a private instance. Yeah. So one of the things about virtual reality is it's the wild west right now. I'd say. And basically, it's imagine an old chat room back in AOL days. Remember back in the day where you go into chat, it was crazy. That's kind of what it felt like. It's kind of like. But what you can do is you can make a private instance, and I think they're going to come up with some systems to where there's going to be tickets or RSVP or some type of guest friends grouping, and they definitely have to work on the community moderation tools and get more focused on the business to business things. But I guess I was a little bit ambitious and thinking that everybody would use these spaces in a normal way. But yeah, they're using them in some crazy ways.
No, I'm not dogging you, dude. I'm not dogging you at all. It was. I'm using this from a desktop. I don't have Oculus. I don't have Oculus Rift, or I don't have any of that. I was just using it from a desktop, and it still looked fantastic.
Amazing.
It was just I got stuck with the one guy's from Abu Dhabi and
he will show you.
And
the
then
way.
Fucking Meathead City.
Did you see any of the Sonic the Hedgehogs walking around going, "I will show you the way. I will show you the way"? But these guys are great. They appear everywhere. It's this big. I'm telling you.
No, I've only spent I'm talking about spending an hour on there. That was it. Was all right, podcast. I bet I'm going to find the ManChild fucking set where I belong.
Yeah.
We got to show it to him. I can't wait to show this guy that. But G, give me a little bit of background of what got you into this, because obviously you have musical background, video editing, sound engineer and stuff. So walk us down how you ended up being what I consider almost like the Steve Jobs of virtual reality, because you reinvented the game. Had you not come along, I would have never have done a show in virtual reality. We're about to launch it next Sunday. A dream has come true here. Tell us a little bit about how you got here.
I mean, yeah, long story short, man, it's I've been doing music my whole life, and I've been always trying to find a visual to the music. I went to school in Full Sail as an engineer, audio engineer, and I was around a lot of creative people, a lot of programmers, game developers, and a lot of people out there in Orlando. And throughout the next 10 years of my life after I graduated, I've been in and out of different production and working on different things, and I always needed a visual to the sound, so I started doing motion graphics and 3D renders and things like that, and that started leading me down more and more to a need to make things interactive. And then I found Unity a couple of years back, and Unity helped me put some of the visuals and music together in an interactive sense. So I made a bunch of these games by myself, and none of them ever made it.
You went to Full Sail?
In Unity. Yep, Unity. And then long story short, I got my way down to virtual reality. I finally got my hands on virtual reality, and it all started making sense because you could start bringing all of your ideas like music, visuals, programming, and basically all the stuff. You're a web designer, so you know the deal. So, you know what I mean? So
but it's more of
I spent a lot of time doing web and a lot of this and a lot of that. It's it all finally
right there
comes
for
down
the first
the line.
time.
Yeah, it's all one nice package.
You can touch your creations. You can grab your art and you can manipulate it and stuff.
Yeah, and, this guy went to the same school I went to.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
You went to school in
Florida? Dude, G, where'd you live? What was your apartment complex called?
Oh, I stayed down Cimarron a little bit out of the way, but I always hung out in that place Cimarron with my friends. The Cimarron with what was it? Summer Walk with a couple of dudes over there.
Summerlawn, yeah, I remember Summerlawn. I used to live in Whisper Lake, right behind fucking Albertsons, which they turned into a new fucking building apparently. But I
heard they took over the whole world down there. There's 10 blocks of Full Sail now or something.
Yeah,
you gotta go check out.
No shit. I went like 15 years ago. Well, not even 15. It was maybe about 12 years ago. But no, it's crazy. As soon as you said Full Sail, this motherfucker knows what's up.
He does, man. And Derek, you know who this guy is? This is your favorite song every time we do Tendo's Tuesday. Remember the beginning? You see, me and Derek have this thing where if we don't know the words to a song, instead of making it obvious, we just throw "suck a dick like" in there, and it fits perfect. So it's